Welcome to the Anime Dads podcast. It is great to have you with us. We have another incredible guest today, and we are very excited to be here to talk to her. But before I get to introducing our guest, I'll introduce my co-host, the one, the only Bjorvio. Bjorvio, why don't you introduce yourself and then bring in our wonderful guest?
Hi, this is Bjorvio, and I am introducing myself just as my co-host, the anime dad, instructed me to, because I follow rules. Other than that, that's really all I follow. I'm not really a conformitist. But anyway, it is great to have all of you listening to the Anime Dads podcast. And we have a very special guest today, one of my personal favorite voice actors of all time. And quite honestly, this has been such a long time coming. A returning member to the Anime Dads podcast community, the great, the infamous Stephanie Nadolny.
Hey guys, I'm back.
It's really
Thanks for
good to,
having me.
oh, it's amazing to have you. It's really, really good. So what you been up to? You been busy with your cons every weekend?
Yes, traveling, all the business that takes place in between, interviews like this, promo videos, ordering prints and posters, reaching out to cons or they're reaching out to me, answering fan mail, in between. I answer them all.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. Yeah, just
Awesome.
in and out of stuff. Sometimes I'm gone longer than others, so I just kind of playing around that, manage the house and my animals, and
Hmm. Hmm. Fantastic.
staying busy.
That sounds wonderful. Now, I know you go to cons quite regularly. At the conventions, do you have a? I know you probably have too many to count, but could you relay maybe an interesting meeting you've had with someone or positive experience you've had with someone?
Well, they're always different. Some of them are more community based, some are more anime, some are more Comic-Con, like comics and toys and collectibles. But my favorite part is obviously, meeting and greeting the fans and meeting their family and friends and hearing their stories about watching the show, jumping off the bus and running inside to watch their favorite scenes. Recently, we had a couple that brought their two daughters. They were very young and they were a year apart, and one was dressed like Goku and one was dressed like Vegeta. It was really cute. And it made for a great photo op moment for sure.
Oh, that's special.
And we were in New York recently, and I know a few people I don't get to see very often up there. So we all got together and went out for Peruvian food one night in Brooklyn, New York. And I guess just, it's the face-to-face meetings that where I feel like I'm connecting to the fans that mean the most to me.
Of course, that's real special. That's real
Hmm.
special, and we all
Yeah.
you've got such a big fan base who love you very, very much, as we know from our listeners. Um, you, how was it? You couldn't talk about it previously, but how was it doing Dragon Ball Daima? Was it an amazing experience? Was it stressful? Was it busy?
No, it wasn't stressful. I mean, getting back in the booth and creating magical moments is, a passion, and it's the process of actually recording with the director and not knowing what we're doing that day and coming in and just learning as we go is always super fun. I had a great director, a great ADR director. The experience was great. I mean, I really honestly could do that every day. Like in between the Comic Cons, working in the studio, whether it's with music or voice acting, is really kind of my jam. It's the creative process, expressing yourself. Try and align one way. With me coming back after 16 years, the after I'd done a few sessions, the director was very open to me kind of interjecting how I might say it or how I might think Goku Mini would sound with some of the scenes and reactions and lines. And of course, everything's different now. It's all updated with the latest technology as far as the script is on a screen, a computer screen, and so it's kind of like you're watching the scene on one screen and you're reading from another. So we're not, we don't have paper scripts or we don't have to worry about as much booth noise. And it goes by pretty quickly. And now we're working on video games. I don't know if you've heard, we've worked on Legends, Kakarot, and Xenoverse 2, and hopefully more soon. Um, so I'm just kind of planning my schedule around the sessions as I go along, and got the Google Calendar, and I kind of like just kind of plug things in as they get booked. So I'm hoping it allows me to branch out and get some more exposure to work on other projects with other companies or other type shows that may be looking for voice actors.
I'm
Pretty
sure you.
competitive, even if you're seasoned.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
But your performance was absolutely legendary in Daima. I mean,
Thank you.
amazing, so good. Bjorvio, do you have like a favorite moment in Daima? And then maybe Stephanie, you can tell us your one of your favorite moments, even though everything would have been incredible.
So
Thanks.
I have two actually. The first was just that first during the transformation sequence when Goku is and Vegeta and all of them are getting turned back in. It's that first, like the end of the first episode when we just hear that Goku screamed, and that was really the only thing that brought. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm back to, like you said, getting off the bus, racing home. Like it brought me back to my childhood, just hearing you as Goku again for the first time in forever. Like that was such a cool moment for me, even though it was only like what, like a 2 or 3 second scream.
Oh, right. Right at the end of the episode one. I remember that. Yeah, I mean, it was just it was kind of nostalgic for me too, being that it'd been so long since I'd voiced Kid Goku other than in person or for cameos and shout outs, you know. And that's the good thing about some people can just do the voice forever, you know. Young boy voices, you know, are typically given to females, female voice actors. So it was great that they trusted me with it and that Toei Japan was behind all of it, and that the fans were so welcoming and you know, they were congratulating me online and through you know, different types of ways to let me know they were glad I was back. And you know, we worked separately one at a time, but it was kind of also nice to kind of meet some of the other cast members at some of the events where they'd have, you know, a Daima promotion or KamehamehaCon in Atlantic City in June of 25. There was a huge guest list for that because it was all primarily voice actors who had worked on Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Daima and Super, kind of all a mix of all kinds of different people from Canada, LA, New York, wherever everybody came from. And so that was kind of like a little cast party reunion type of an event, which was really great for the fans to see as well. And you know, you kind of like see someone you may not have seen in a while, and then you've got it's kind of a blend of talent. You know, we did some panels there. Where we, I know one of my panels was specifically for Dragon Ball Daima, so we had some of the cast members there. We had Vegeta Mini, we had Supreme Kai, Mini. Gosh, I can't even think of. I see
Jiminy,
Taylor
Jiminy to count.
Murphy plays, but Bulma Mini was there. She was my neighbor the whole time, and Paul Castro, Vegeta Mini were on my other side. So it was full of excitement. There was always something going on all day long, and I'm pretty sure I was the last one there every day.
No, yeah, you did an incredible job, and I think you're right. The influx
Absolutely.
of support was the biggest I've ever seen with someone returning to a character
For sure.
to anime. It was like everywhere, and I was just like, I was just screaming from the sidelines. Yeah, so
Thank you.
absolutely amazing. We loved it. Well done.
We really did.
And yeah, yeah, incredible,
There's a lot of
incredible.
exciting things that happened as well.
Yeah.
Out of the blue, this past May, I found out that Dragon Ball Daima was nominated for the Hollywood Astro Award for Best Anime, and then Dragon Ball Daima
Yep.
actually won that award. And then I was nominated for best, what did they call it? Lead voice, I think.
I
The
think it
lead
is
voice,
that.
and I
Hmm.
think I was up
Yep.
against like Seth MacFarlane and someone from like Family Guy and Katie Cuoco from for Harley Quinn. So I mean, just to be nominated was such an honor, and that was I guess in the summer earlier this summer, and then of course it was nominated for a Kids Choice Award for Nickelodeon.
Mm.
We didn't win that one, but again, just to be acknowledged and validated in a way, to have that acknowledgement for the show and for the cast and director and all of those involved, and for Toei Animation, it was just it was a big win for everybody.
Oh,
And it's
massive.
on
For
I
sure.
don't know if you guys knew, it's on Cartoon Network, Toonami now. It's been picked up
Yep.
there. I'm not sure if it's over in New Zealand, available there. I'm not sure how that works exactly from another country, but it's also on Hulu as well.
Cool. Yeah, no, you went up against people like Solo Leveling, Dandadan, Fire Force, Lazarus, Apothecary Diaries, so a bunch of really incredible anime, and took the crown. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Yeah, very
Yeah.
very cool news. Now, how has you mentioned the differences in recording over the first Dragon Ball and this one? Do you think your voice changed significantly or matured, or your voice acting changed at all throughout that period of time?
Not really. I don't think so. Obviously I would want it to be consistent with what the voice would sound like, as if I had done it, last week. I do think that I was better at one takes, like kind of like doing the line for the first time and not necessarily having to do it again. Although I always usually offer another one, because once I see it, I hear it in my headphones first, the Japanese line, and then right after that I deliver mine, and that's mostly for timing, not for mimicking, but mostly for timing. And then I usually memorize the line immediately if I can, and I look up at the screen so I can match the flaps. And then sometimes things need to be changed, or I might find out that it's he's standing further away and needs to project the line louder, or it might be a higher stake scream. It's like, and it's like you never really know. Like sometimes I'd have to ask the director, like, okay, how, where are we going here with Super Saiyan 3? Like, what do I need to reserve for Super Saiyan 4 or whatever, because I knew little snippets of what was going on. Because I always want to make sure I can go even higher or take it up a notch or whatever might be needed. And, and it was only 20 episodes total. I was hoping for more. A lot of the fans were hoping for a longer series. But it's been just a dream world, really, for coming back and feeling like I have some kind of, I'm being utilized, and I'm hopefully touching lives like I did before, and maybe some of the fans that have grown up are feeling that nostalgia and they're sharing it with their kids or their friends or their families. I think we're also getting a wave of new generation fans. I noticed that the script and the dialogue contained some nuggets, not only from OG Dragon Ball with the comedy and the innocence of Goku and things like that, but I think it also utilizes some of the pop culture references of today, like using a pin code, and the way some of the lines were delivered. There was like a booyah, from Pansy, and then I remember one specific scene where Goku Mini defeats the Tamagami number 3, and Tamagami hands him after he completed the task afterwards, he hands him the Dragon Ball. Well, I delivered the line as, the line was, "Oh, yeah." So my first take on it was, "Oh, yeah." It's kind of like that. But in the booth afterwards, in my own way, and I just actually said, "Oh, yeah." And I said that out loud, and the director heard me and he said, "Do that." So we did it again. We came in again and I did the, "Oh, yeah," which I feel is more of a, you know, something people would understand now as opposed to 20 plus years ago, 25 years ago, or whenever it was that when we recorded the original Dragon Ball. So it was nice to see those little nuggets and get some feedback about what the fans thought about that. And it was just, the animation was just phenomenally made, and the colors and everything seemed to be more crisp. And of course I love the soundtrack. The opening and closing themes are beautiful, and I find myself singing them and humming them, and we use the music for some of my promo videos just to kind of like, a little extra layer of, hey, here's Dragon Ball Daima. And I hear it, in different people's memes or reels or whatever they're putting online, just to kind of reference the a toss to a nod to Dragon Ball Daima's theme music.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna learn it.
I was
I've
gonna
decided
say
at some
you need to
I want
sing
to
it.
learn it and I want to sing it and record it in Japanese. I feel like that would be something fun to put out there, not for any monetary gain, but just for fun and just to say, hey, I'm a singer. Let's combine, this voice with the singing voice and tribute to Akira and Toei Animation. At some point, I'll figure out how to do that and how to organize it and get like a nice good backing track.
Oh,
Because I miss my singing,
That's
my singing is
amazing.
where it all began, so yeah, maybe learn how to play it on the piano.
please do that. I think that would go
Be
Please.
fun.
pretty viral. All right, let's go with some quick fire questions. We'll just do one each. One each, five each, but one at a time. I'll go first, then Bjorvio, then me, then Bjorvio. Random questions, fun. I always say it's nothing incriminating, so just try and say the first thing that comes to your head, and
Okay.
you're good to go. So, would
I didn't do it.
would you rather be live in a house with a roommate that is an elephant or a tiger?
Who goes first?
Sorry, you answer this one. Would you rather
Oh,
live in a house with
elephant.
an elephant or elephants?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite animal. It's my
Me
spirit
too.
animal. So I'd have to say elephant. They're very family oriented. I've always been told I have a memory like an elephant. As I was young, growing up, remembering a bunch of stuff, remembering lyrics and things like that just came natural. So I would definitely have to go with elephant.
Stephen, I love that. All right, Bjorvio,
You
your
know, the
question.
elephant in the room.
I might need to clip that and save that as my new ringtone. That was amazing.
Definitely.
All right. Let me see. What am I gonna? Oh, okay. So, if you could pick, if someone were to come up to you and say, "All right, so I have a role. If you had to do, and you have to pick one, would you rather voice a horse yodeler or a chicken that is seasick?"
That's so random. Well, obviously I'm a singer, and thankfully I do know how to yodel. So obviously I would utilize my yodeling talents of whatever they are for the horse. Uh,
That's a good,
something like that. But I
beautiful.
guess as a horse. But I would enjoy that because I like I like the challenge of trying to come up with what a horse would sound like if it yodeled, or different things like that. Because I worked at a toy company for a while where it was kind of rapid fire, where you had to like be all these different voices. You had to be like a witch at Halloween, a kid at Halloween, a frightened woman, singing songs about Halloween in different various, mostly animals singing. Like what would a reindeer sound like, singing A Christmas Carol. And so it was kind of like that. And but recording and singing in the voice was a lot more gratifying,
Heck yeah.
because I was utilizing
That sounds
both
like so
techniques.
much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. They're still around. The company's called Jemmy Toys, and a lot of times you might see some of their products in like Target or Walmart or somewhere where people would buy Christmas gifts, or Halloween stores where you might like walk past it and it'll go, "Ooh, did I scare you? Boo!" Different things like that. Um, you know, Cackling witches, and none of them were actually roles, but like with a name from a show. It was just these random fun creature voices I got to come up with, and they were high pressure because it was pretty intense. You had to like go from character to character and from line to line, and but we got a lot of work done in a very short amount of time. And so I guess my voice is in toys all over, who knows where. um it's kind of fun because I did find some randomly years ago. I was like, that's my voice. Or I heard one I think I was looking for a Halloween costume, and I heard one of them randomly going off, but I guess it was had a sensor in it. And I was like, I think that's my voice. You kind of know when it's your voice. You recognize your own voice kind of more than probably anything else.
Oh, that's cool.
Um,
That's
so
really
so
cool.
I think it actually prepared me. And looking back, I think it really was good preparation for working in an anime and as a voice actor in in a cartoon or an animated feature because it trained me, you know, as to how to, obviously utilize mic technique and become and to just go from voice to voice, like with East Kai, oh, I'm the queen, oh, just getting used to changing it on a dime, and going from scene to scene quickly, and I think that was like really good prep work for me.
That makes sense. So, I mean, I'd
Yeah.
love
That
to
is
hear you
cool.
as a yodeling horse. All right, let's do one question more each. One final improv question. What? If your Stephanie, if your personality was a food, what food would it be?
Food? That's a good question. That's really random. Food. I love food, just like Goku. We have that in common. Sure am hungry. Seems like all the time. I would have to say like a salad or something that has a lot of ingredients. Lots of toppings. With lots of different textures and stuff because it seems like I'm kind of all over the place, and I'm kind of fun loving and energetic, but yet I've got layers of my personality. So I'd have to say something with a lot of toppings on it, like maybe like a what is it, a seafood fettuccine alfredo with vegetables or something like that, like layers of things.
That's a great answer.
I'm also thinking about foods that taste good that I like. Nothing too spicy
Yeah,
because I'm not too spicy and I don't like spicy food. So maybe something like that.
good choice.
And toss it up, and who knows what you're gonna get with each bite.
I love it. I love it. Bjorvio,
I love
final
it.
quick fire.
All right. If you could have one of Goku's techniques in the real world, which technique would you use?
Wow, I would have to say being able to call that Nimbus cloud and get swooped out of a dangerous or compromising situation. Kind of
Do you
like,
have any idea how much you would
Nimbus, come
save
to
on gas
me.
with that?
Right. It's good. It'd be good transportation, and it would be quick. Save a lot of Uber fees and gas, and it
Flights,
just
even
seems like I don't
flights.
know. I mean, and flying is obviously what I'm sure a lot of people think of first. So just being able to kind of get around
Mm,
quickly would be great. Who knows what they're going to be doing in the future with travel and things like that. They're already trying to get the autonomous cars going and stuff. But I think it'd be great to just, like if you're in danger or you need to get somewhere really fast or you need to help someone, I think just being able to call a Nimbus and it just comes and scoops you up and takes you where you need to go. I think that would be really super awesome.
perfect idea. Absolutely perfect. Your answers are
100%.
so on point. Okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
let's do some improv. And the improv will be random and different. So it'll be mostly you and Bjorvio. I'll jump in now and again. I'll give you a scene. We play it out for a couple of minutes, and I change the scene to something else. We play it out for a couple of minutes, change it, play it out. Are you happy with that, Stephanie?
Sure.
Alrighty, let's have some fun. Um, let's have some fun. All right, we'll start with a Gohan. So Bjorvio is going to be Piccolo. Stephanie, obviously Gohan. And you're in the car, and you're just pulling up to the drive-through at McDonald's. Hi, can I take your order? Bjorvio, Piccolo, you start. Hi, can I take your order?
Were you Piccolo?
Go
Did you
on,
just say that?
remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
go on. You're good. If you're good, remember, you can get a kid's meal, but you have to eat all of your chicken before you can have the toy.
Oh man, I wanted a toy. Can I get two kids' meals?
Are you just doing it because you want two toys, or are you doing it because you'll eat them both?
I want to be as strong as my daddy, so I need more protein. But I'm still a kid, so I want to play with the toys too.
Ugh, fine. Sir, I think we're ready. We'll have two kids' meals with um, chicken nuggets and two large sprites, and throw in an extra toy. That's fine. Whatever.
All right,
But you better finish it all.
I'll
Oh,
do
I'll
that.
finish it all right.
Any ice creams?
It's always broken.
Yeah, I was about to
The
say.
machine's always broken.
I was
You can
about to
order
say.
anyway.
I was getting your hopes up for no reason. All right, let's change. That was great. All right, so Deku is Bjorvio. Young Goku is obviously Stephanie. And Deku starts trying to get young Goku to join the Hero Academy from My Hero Academia. Deku, off you go.
Wow! I can't believe how strong you are, especially for somebody of your height.
Yeah, I'm a little guy, but I pack a big punch.
I'll tell you what, do you want to go around and save people?
I figured, does it have battles involved? Do I get to be involved in combat?
Oh, well, yes, of course you can be involved in battles, but you also have to remember that you have to make sure that you're not hurting too many civilians and that there's not too much casualties and like cities and buildings falling apart and all that stuff. Like there's so much work to it. You really have to think about how you want what kind of hero you want to be and channel that.
I can do it. As long as it involves combat and battles, but I always try to fight the bad guys only and try to remain pure of heart. And I'm always up for a good training. Time for training.
Okay, great. So, what's your powers?
Oh, I got lots of powers. I can fly.
Wait. You have more than one power?
That's what people tell me.
All right, let's pause it there. That was great. Amazing. All right, Stephanie, voice of your choosing. Bjorvio, voice of your choosing. Stephanie, you start this one. You are taking someone on a driving test, and you decide whether they pass or fail their test. Off you go, Stephanie.
All right, here we go. Now, what was your name again?
Oh, my name is All Might, the #1 hero, the symbol of peace and justice.
All right, all right. Now, we're going to be very careful and start the car, please.
Okay, I read this in
Turn
the
the
book.
key.
Oh, thank you. Okay, okay.
Oh,
Do I need
all
to
right,
turn it
now we're
off there?
Now, please, use your signal and go into the lane of traffic. Be careful not to get hit by any passing cars, and always watch for pedestrians.
Of course. We don't want to send any pedestrians to the hospital. That wouldn't be very heroic.
Oh,
Okay.
my.
All right, so quick question. This might be a little embarrassing, but I didn't read the manual. Can you tell me where the turn signal is?
Oh,
Amazing.
yes, it's looking.
Sorry, incredible. All right, Bjorvio, a voice of your choosing. You are trying to. You see Stephanie, which is a voice of her choosing, in a bar, and you are trying to get her number. Off you go.
All right.
Hey, sup? You ever dated a prince of all Saiyans before?
Oh, well, hello there. No, I don't even know what that means.
Well, essentially it means that I'm the biggest deal on this planet right now. I'm a prince of an entire race of, we're not going to count how many Saiyans are still left.
Well, I think you're kind of cute.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll tell you what. I live in a place called Capsule Corp. I could fly you back over there, and, we could... Do you like Mahjong?
I'd be willing to try anything. I love food.
Very good. All right. All right. Next. Bjorvio. My cheeks are sore. All right. Bjorvio is at an old age home. You're an older person, Bjorvio. And Stephanie, you're a nurse. And Bjorvio is wanting to go skydiving today. Bjorvio, you start.
Oh, well, shiver me timbers. I heard that the wind was calming down today. Hey, young lady,
I think today would be the perfect day to jump out of an airplane and let my sails take me wherever they may lie.
Now, Mr. Johnson, I do not believe that would be a very good idea. I think you just need to stay here in the comfort of your nice little room and maybe watch television. I can take you for a walk if you like.
You can walk me to that airplane, Missy, and show me the best place to jump out of it, 'cause I'm tired of being confined to this wheelchair for 23 hours a day.
My, you're a feisty one, aren't you, Mr. Johnson? Come on, let's just take you for a walk around and maybe you can go play with some of your senior friends out in the day room.
My senior friends are gonna be with me. I looked at it. There's a Groupon, you know. Buy one parachute, get two free.
You are too silly. Here, let's just take you for a walk. Maybe we'll go out to the courtyard.
Oh, amazing,
That
amazing.
sounds heavenly.
Let's go a couple more. Let's go a couple more. All right, all right. You guys are old people, both old people, because I love that one. And you're dealing with you're walking in a park, and during the conversation, your voice gets younger and younger until you get to babies. Go, Bjorvio, you start.
Oh, remember back when we used to come here and feed all the ducks?
Oh, yes, I love feeding the ducks. I always bring snacks.
Now, darling, you know that we're supposed to only feed them grapes. You can't feed them, apparently, bread anymore for whatever reason.
Oh, yes, I've done my research on that on the, World Wide Web. Here's the grapes right here.
Oh, why would you look at that? They are quartered and everything. Oh,
They are so
just amazing.
cute. I love it. Oh, look,
You
there's a
know,
duck over there and it's got little babies.
oh, I love when the little babies go quack quack. That's so cute. And look,
I
there's how
love it.
many of them are there? One, two,
I'm too young
what's
to
after two?
count. I'm not in school yet.
Me too. Uh-oh. I just made boom boom.
Amazing, amazing. All right, that was incredible. All right, let's do, let's do one more. Okay, that was incredible. All right, Bjorvio, you are sitting next to someone on an aeroplane, and this person you find out is extremely dangerous. Over the course of the conversation, she gets more and more dangerous and scary. Go.
So I just wanted to ask, you don't really, I'm sorry to ask, but your accent kind of gave it away a little bit. You're not from around here, are you?
Whatever do you mean?
Um, well, the leather on those boots is, not exactly, how would you say, domestic, I guess?
Oh, yes, it was a lot of trouble to get these duds through TSA. Thankfully, I was successful in this endeavor.
Yes, I, for your sake and mine too, I suppose. I'm very pleased that you got them through the TSA. Can I get you some peanuts or a soda or something?
Oh, I'm just fine and dandy. Would you like a snack that I brought upon the plane?
Can I say yes and no at the same time?
You'll love it. Here you
Well,
go.
um, thank you, but well, uh, If you don't mind me asking, why does it smell like fish?
You don't like seafood,
No, no,
Mr.
no,
Johnson?
no, no, man. I do. It is quite delectable. Look,
You,
tasty.
you are perfect to take along on my next adventure.
Amazing, amazing, very good, incredible range, Stephanie. You got so
Oh,
many different voices there.
they're all trying to get out of there. I need opportunity.
Oh, my cheeks
That
sore.
I understand
Oh,
100%.
that's
Yep.
amazing. That's amazing. Very, very special. Um, now, if you Bjorvio has a couple of questions. Actually, let's move on to Bjorvio's questions. You go for your two questions, B Dog.
Yeah, just a couple here, nothing too crazy. Um, Going back to so as yeah, and when you were recording GT, I know that, Goku got to do a lot of cool transformations that time around. But this time, finally getting to go Super Saiyan 4 and do that like super powered Kamehameha that he had at one point. Did How was that? Did you feel a sense of like you were so excited for like a younger Goku to be able to go Super Saiyan 4? And just like what was it like being able to channel that voice, I suppose?
Yeah, we took it in steps. I mean, obviously, I just kind of went with one episode at a time, and kind of followed the director as far as what was going on and what he needed from me, and then we just kind of gradually took him into more of an intense delivery when he went into Super Saiyan 3. And we kind of kept things a little bit more inward. He still could scream, obviously loud, and he was extremely strong, but he was less relatable. And then once we moved into the scenes where he became Super Saiyan 4, um I had an idea for what I was going to be doing anyway, and thankfully Sean Schimmel and I we care very much about our work and wanted to make sure that we had the same concept for where the show was going with Super Saiyan 4. And because we are technically the same character in two different forms, we wanted to make sure we had the same idea as to how to convey the the animalistic it's more of a beast mode type of voice.
Right.
So in fact, if I remember correctly, there wasn't really much dialogue as far as
Not
spoken
really,
words
no.
from the character, especially not Super Saiyan 4 in the mini form. So it was a matter of like channeling like the way Goku would growl, or he would like, he has the monkey tail back, so he's like, he's hopping around like an animal, like a monkey, and he's so we spoke about it and texted each other about it, and thankfully we were both on board with the same ideas. And if I remember correctly, he recorded his lines for his episodes as Super Saiyan 4 before I did in person my lines for Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini. So, it was it's a much more of a, it's still intense. It's still very grovelly and gritty, but there's a level of an animal type of sound, kind of more like a, some of that, kind of infused into the screams and the yells, as opposed to just it's got more of you kind of like not quite, but almost cracking the voice, but kind of more of a growl, like infused into the delivery. And hopefully it turned out great. And from what I've seen, I was really happy with the way it turned out. And I don't usually watch what I work on, or haven't made time to do so, but I definitely did for Daima. I was watching it every week when it would come on. I guess every Friday they would air an episode on a Crunchyroll, and so I signed up for the membership and everything, and in doing so, I actually started watching OG Dragon Ball for the very first time. I've only seen snippets of it because we do one one character at a time and one line at a time. So to kind of hear it all in context has been quite an experience. Didn't realize it was quite so quirky, but I knew it was funny, but I didn't realize quite how funny it was until I sat down to watch them with Dan, and we've gotten through the first martial arts tournament, so it's been kind of fun actually going back and watching episode one at a time and really following the story and hearing the contributions of my castmates and how it all comes together. It's really quite enjoyable. It's something really fun to do kind of before you go to sleep, just to have something lighthearted playing before you try to sleep, rather than watching a horror film or something like that.
That's actually so
Or
true.
the news.
Sure.
Oh, the news is even worse than
I
the
mean,
horror film.
Yeah.
I mean, we were
What real
talking just
people do.
before this about how, both Anime Dad and I have both recently watched OG Dragon Ball a little bit. And it's such a gem of a show. I just absolutely have adored it since I first saw it, and it's just, it's one of those shows that have always stuck with me. Like even nowadays, like I'll still catch myself humming the intro to Dragon Ball just because randomly it'll get stuck in my head.
I love that theme. We don't even fast forward or skip the intro because we love it so much. And I know the band members that laid down the tracks and did the music, because I worked on some of my own anime themes with them. Brave Combo out of Denton, Texas. They were the musicians involved. So and I knew the singer not very well, but I knew Jimmy Tunnel, and he's the one who did the lead voice on the Dragon Ball theme. I absolutely love that song. The harmonies, the production, everything just came out so great.
Sorry, just before we finish up, just wanted to, Rael, my girl wanted to show you something. You say hi. Oh my goodness, she just lost all the Dragon Balls. Where's the
Gravity.
I'll help you find them. No
Remember you
worries.
made that video for them.
Yes. How are you doing?
Good.
Yay. Yay, they're back together.
I'll put it back onto me, okay?
Be thinking
you
about
say-
what you want to wish for now that you have all the Dragon Balls.
What are you gonna wish for?
Good point.
That I can fly.
Ooh, that's a good wish.
Great wish.
And her favorite one's what? The
Be a superpower.
4-star one, eh?
It's my grandpa. I'm not going to give it to you just 'cause you're a girl.
All right, I'll put it back to me so I can hear. All right, thank you, Stephanie. She was very
Oh,
excited.
you're welcome. That's adorable.
Kept tapping me, saying, "I want to show Stephanie this," and she wanted to show you this as well.
Oh, look at him.
Cutie pies.
Is that GT Goku?
Yeah, I think this is GT Goku.
Yeah.
Definitely GT. Yeah.
So cute.
But it's amazing. Yeah, just like you've seen, it's incredible being able to watch Daima with another generation of children growing
Yes.
up and enjoy it. It really is absolutely amazing. Now,
100%.
before we finish up, let's conclude with a bit of a game. Okay, I think we tried this with a couple of people in the past. It didn't work too well, but because you are you, Stephanie, I think it will. We're gonna go one sentence each. Okay, from A to Z. You and Bjorvio, just you and Bjorvio. He will start with A, you go B. So an example is Bjorvio. Let's give Stephanie an example. You start. Go.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the newest episode of the Anime Dads podcast.
Because we love you all, starting with a B, then a C, then a D, then a D, and then going down to Z.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And it can be, we just have to just do the best we can to follow.
You just have
Like
fun
we're
with
the-
it.
Yep.
Can it be random, or are we trying to follow a thought process?
Whatever is game with me.
It's
I
just
am
totally
open for
like,
anything.
Yeah, whatever. And it's basically like closing our show. And then
okay.
At the end, you guys can say plus ultra, and then I'll stop it. So Bjorvio, you start with A, Stephanie B, Bjorvio C, Stephanie D. So the first word of your sentence needs to be with the next letter. Bjorvio, go.
Gotcha.
A time was had today on the Anime Dads podcast, one that we shall not soon forget.
Believe that it's one of the best podcasts out there, and you should always join in and listen anytime you can.
Can't think of a better podcast to be a part of, can't think of a better co-host, and quite honestly, can't think of a better guest to have on the show today.
Do you like to hear from your favorite voice actors behind the scenes with questions? Anime Dad Podcast is for you.
Everyone loves the Anime Dad podcast. Why? Because we're unique, we're special, we have great improv, and who doesn't love great improv? And yeah, we just have an all around good time. We're just silly people that like to be silly.
For kids, for adults, for parents, families, Anime Dad is the best place to come together and find out more about your favorite voice actors in pop culture.
All right, now, just do one word, okay? One word for the rest of the alphabet.
Oh yeah. This is gonna go on for a while.
One word each.
That's
now.
going to be hard.
One word each.
It will be
Go.
because we don't know if it's gonna make sense, but we'll try.
No, we'll try. Great.
Hello.
Indigo.
Jumbo.
Konnichiwa.
This is not a sentence. Keep going.
Okay. Lovely.
Each word needs to be in a different voice.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
going.
Okay. Manipulative.
Novelty.
Original.
Perpetuation.
Quiet.
Ridiculous. Did I do it right?
Oh, you're right. You're right. You got it. I keep
You're doing
having to
my
go back and see
ABCs.
which letter I'm on.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Timeless.
Unbelievable.
Victorious.
Wavy.
Xylophone. Xylophone. Dee 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 dee. Xylophone.
Your time.
Rigalicious.
That's a made up word. I didn't want to say zebra. I wanted to end with something fun.
That was fun. That
Hey,
was
you did what you
awesome.
got to do. We make up words all the time. You're
We
in
did
good
pretty
company.
good though with the sentences. We were kind of like they kind of
Yeah.
made sense, you know.
They made a
Right,
lot of sense.
right.
I was like, flip. This is amazing promo as well.
It's a
for the
great little
podcast.
promotional marketing technique for Anime Dad
I
podcast.
know. I was like, this is gonna just sound too uppity because you guys keep saying how amazing it is. So I was like, I was like, it was incredible. I'm definitely gonna have to clip that somewhere. Incredible, very, very good. You two are amazing. Stephanie, you're incredible. We're so blessed to have you on again. Thank you very, very much. As always,
You're
Bjorvio,
most welcome.
Anything you want to say before we finish?
Oh, just if anyone out there wants, go with you and then
Go
we'll-
ahead. No.
I was just gonna say I still keep my website updated. It's just stephanienadolny.com. It kind of goes by week where we're going to be, where I'm traveling, maybe a promotional video here and there. I do offer consults now if people want to kind of get an idea of what they want to do in voice acting, or if they just need a little bit of help kind of getting started with the technical side, or possibly maybe, get some ideas as far as which directions to go. I do offer consults now during the week. What else? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, not so much lately, but I am on there sometimes on X just to let people know where I'm going to be. I sure would love to come out to New Zealand again. I'll definitely keep you updated with that. I'd love to meet you and your family in person.
Oh, flip! I love that so much. That would be incredible. I think that would might motivate Bjorvio to motivate him to get down here as well. He's
Oh yeah.
he's in Texas, so yeah, it'll be
Same.
great to get
We're
to see that.
practically neighbors.
I know.
Dallas Fort
Yeah,
Worth, same
you and I actually
metroplex.
got to meet. You and I got to meet at a convention a couple years ago, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
That was
so fun.
And we just had
Yeah.
Eric
Yeah.
Vale on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, voice of Trunks and stuff, and
Yep.
he's a good
Yep.
chef, and you guys are all in a similar place. You should just have a voice actor big potluck, or bring food to one area and have some fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like a reunion.
Heck yeah, or just yeah,
Yeah.
a barbecue, whatever you guys do over in Texas.
Yep,
with
barbecue.
That's right. Yeah, we do
Barbecue,
braai.
Tex-Mex.
South Africa, we do braais, which is on fire, but barbecue on fire.
Oh. Yeah, I
you need
mean,
a lot of fire for barbecue. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a smoker, or you can cook it on the grill. Of course, there's burgers. We do burgers and hot dogs. That's kind of the American thing too.
Amazing.
Yeah, potato salad and all the fixins, as we say, all the fixins.
All right, Bjorvio, what did you want to say? And then we'll close up.
I just wanted to say thank you again for coming on. Seriously, you are such a gem. I am so grateful that you came on here. You're one of my favorite voice actors of all time, and just getting to sit here with you right now and talk about all this is just an absolute dream come true for me. So thank you again so much.
You're so welcome. My fans, my friends, the fandom means so much to me. In fact, I'm now starting to call myself Anna Mom because I have kids all over. I wasn't able to have my own, and so I'm embracing all of the kids out there of all ages. Or you can call me Anime Auntie.
I love Anna Mom. I love both.
Love it.
But we have the Anna Mom on the Anime Dads podcast. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Don't forget to clean your room.
Yes.
Do all your chores.
Could you take us home, Stephanie? Maybe just say thanks for listening to the Anime Dads podcast, and then finish with Go Beyond plus Ultra. You say Go Beyond plus Ultra. It's from another anime that I've always listened to. It just means try your best and never give up.
Thank you so much for listening to the Anime Dad podcast. It's been an honor coming back and sharing some fun antics with all of you. And don't forget to go beyond plus ultra.
Amazing.
Yeah.